Hello and good morning! It is September 23rd and I'm so glad that you guys are here. Today we are going to be in 2 Chronicles chapters 34 through 35 and 2 Corinthians chapter 6. And I just want to take a moment to take a look at 2 Corinthians chapter 6 because it's a cool thing, because here you see Paul talk about different things of hardships that he has gone through as a Christian, and some of the things of like how we should not fall into temptation with idols, how we need to continue on and not have idols in our life, which is such an easy thing to do, because I remember when I was in high school, there's many things that became idols in my life. One of the biggest one for me was video games. I was constantly just addicted to video games. That's all I ever wanted to do. I put an unhealthy amount of hours into playing online with my friends and into single player RPG games. I spent an unhealthy amount of time doing it, and it was just an unhealthy obsession and an idol in my life. God definitely wasn't first. My Xbox was. And it definitely hurt my faith with God, and I see that now, and I'm sure some of our students probably might fall into some of those similar things of TikTok is an idol in their life, or their Xbox or their PlayStation, whatever it is they may play. I'm sure they have some of those same temptations. I'm sure some of you guys as adults too, you have things that you may have an idol in your life, and you may not realize it, and sometimes it takes having to take a step back and go, okay, what do I spend a majority of my day doing, and what is something that I just love to do, but I probably do it a little too much. Because if you can take a step back and recognize some of those things, sometimes you might find idols in your life that you didn't even realize were there. And then it is taking the process of going, okay, so this has become a problem, how do I fix it? For me, it was going cold turkey, and just stopping watching TV, stopping playing video games, and I basically didn't touch my TV or Xbox for my entire junior year, and I just stopped. Didn't look at it, didn't touch it, hardly ever played it, and I just stopped cold turkey. And some of you guys might not be able to do that, and that is perfectly okay. But it looks sometimes like going, okay, so I spend 15 hours a week on YouTube watching YouTube videos, and then cutting back and going, okay, I'm only going to watch 10 hours, then 6 hours, then 4 hours, then an hour a week. And just cutting back and not doing it as much. But it can't be just only stopping what you're doing. You have to fill that space with something different. And that space should be filled with Jesus. And so, in the time that you would have normally spent watching YouTube videos, or in my case it was playing video games, I spent it with God in prayer, and praying to Him about people in my life, family members, co-workers, just all of those people around me. I spent that time in prayer. I spent that time also reading through my Bible more. I spent a lot of time in the Old Testament, and I'm a big fan of it if you don't know. But I spent that time filling it with God instead of what had become an idol in my life. And that's what you guys need to do. It will be hard. It will be uncomfortable at times. But I know you guys can do it. I know you guys will thrive, succeed, and continue to move forward in your relationship with God. And when you're able to find those idols and cut them out of your life, it is such a cool and awesome thing. Because Paul says in chapter 6 that we cannot be yoked with things that are ungodly. We cannot worship two gods, and we can only worship the one God, which is God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. So take some time this week to assess what you have in your life that may be an idol for you. It could be pride, it could be your cell phone, it could be YouTube. Who knows what it may be? But I want you to take some time and think about if there's something in your life that you are putting before God. But church, until next time, you are sent.